Yeah, good day. This is actually a project I want to explain. I created this project, and I named it Canon Store. So this is actually an inventory web app. It's currently a web app, and I'm working towards making it a mobile app. So, um, it's an inventory app, and it is. I created this to actually battle the problem of business record keeping in Nigerian SME markets. That is SME businesses. That is small, medium business enterprise. So most markets or most shops or most businesses we have in Nigeria, they have the problem of actually recording their business or keeping or giving a good keeping a good record of their business activities. And you can agree with me that there is no business. You cannot say they are doing business without actually having a proper record. So in other words, no records, then no business. It means you're not doing business if you don't have actually a good record. So, and I can go on and on to say the benefits or the disadvantages of not having or advantages of having a good record. Just the simple one is if you have a good record, you can actually track your growth to know your profit or to know your whether you're actually making um, loss or profit. And without a good record, even with this issue of Nigeria trying to create a tax system, if you don't have a good record, you cannot actually have a proper account of what should be taxed and what should not be taxed. So this system can also help to know that. And even there are people that actually have a manual recording, but you can agree with me that manual recording are prone to errors. They are prone to errors, and also they are bulky and more tedious to actually calculate most records that can be autonomous, that you can also calculate automatically with this system. So without much talking now, this is my code base. So I'll just explain, like I try to create a documentation that is explaining the project. So this is the project. So I'll just talk on the technology stack. So this is my code base for the project. So this is the technology stack I use. For the front end, I use Flutter, that is with the Dart programming language. Then for state, I use the provider. Then for then another cool technology that I like to use I love to use well is the Firebase, because Firebase provides both the authentication. You can also use it for the database and the hosting. This hosting, you can use it for hosting. And I've been using this web app now. Like I've created this project for over 7 months now. Over It's more than that actually. It should be up to 10 months. And I've been using it, and I've been using the Firebase hosting till now, and it's for free. I've been using it till now, and all the features I've been using to create this app are for free, like for free. And I'm using it, and it's currently used, and this project is currently um on the use. I have some customers that are already using it currently. So some of the key folders, some of the key folders that I have in this place is the key folders. I actually wrote down the key folders, but yeah, the key folders are the model, the screens, the services provider, widgets. Widget is something that you use well if you're actually familiar with the DATS or the Flutter programming language. So yeah, so because everything basically in Flutter is widgets, how to do with widgets, everything. So without much talk, let me log into a user account to show you the features that are in this inventory app. So I made it so that it can be a web app that you can use it in your mobile device, in your laptop, any device that you have at all, you can make use of it. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. You can, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, so I would log into a user account for you to see the features that are available in this. So let me close this. So exactly, so this is a user account, as you can see. This is today's sales, total products, cash balance, yeah, the sales graph, sales, and yeah, you can. These are the quick actions that are available. So basically, you have your inventory. The first thing you do is to add your products. add products. So you add your product name, choose the category. You can also create new category. You can also create new category here, add new category, the units, and you can also add the custom units, quantity, record the prices, and you save products. So for this user, these are the products that are available, and you can edit. You can edit products. You can also see. You can also track history of how each products are moving. So this is how each product are moving. This one was supplied. This one is supply plus. So you can see, you can track. You can also use date range. You can filter by any particular action that you want to see for a project. Let's check. Sorry, let's check sales. For sales, these are all for sales. And I can even search for to see all the um to see all the stock movements of binding wire. So yeah, then the major parts of the listing is actually where you record the sales, which is the sales screen. So first you can enter your customer name and phone number, and once you enter your customer name and phone number and you record the sales, it automatically save that customer. So when next you come, you can just search for the customer again, and if you click it, it will fill in the person's detail, and click add products. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I don't want the video to be that long. I just want it to be brief. So let me just add the product, and you click done. So once you click done, it will add the product, and you can enter whether it's cash or transfer or POS. So as you're entering the value, it is updating in real time here. So you can see it is updating. So it's currently in debt. I've not paid up to the amount, so I've entered more than, so that's why it's green. Then you click record sales, then to record sales. So let's go to the record sales screen. So this is the record sales screen where you can see the different records that have been, the different sales that have been recorded already. You can automatically see the people that are owing, that is debtors, overpayments, and people that have paid completely. So as you can see, there are different color codings. So this is just a feature that I did currently because I'm still working on it to integrate other APIs of payment systems. But currently, I imputed a manual payment confirmation method, which only the owner of the business can do. So there's another thing I've not talked about, which is that for this project, I incorporated 3 different users, and the main user is the owner of the business, and the owner of the business can create different stores. The owner of the business can create different employees. So you can create a salesperson and a manager, and each of these users that he's creating have their own permissions or rules in this project. So in this application. So yeah, so basically, so you can see this is, you can export the receipt, that is download the receipts of this person to see what the person bought. Yeah, so this is basically the receipt, Cynthia shop. Yeah, so I will explain that also. And you can also filter. Let me say I want to just see for this particular person. I can filter by date, I can filter by depth here, and I can filter by name. I can filter by product also to see people that bought a particular product, but that's, I don't want to. So for Chidex, this is all what Chidex bought, and I can decide to download, export this report for this person. This is all the account for this person, what the person has. You can filter by date, or and I can also filter by name, or yeah, sorry about that. So what again? So okay, so yeah, and you can see people that are owing, so this is someone that is owing, and I can settle the debt here. If the person pays, you can settle the debt there and record and to update. I don't want to tamper with someone with someone's account, because this is actually a user's account. So what again? Okay, sorry, let me cancel this. So I was talking about the color confirmation. So let's see what I mean by that. See this POS. If the salesperson records this, because as you can see recorded by Cynthia. This Cynthia is the salesperson, because the salesperson recorded it from her own account. So and the business person now checked his alert or his bank app and say, okay, this payment has entered. They can click it and confirm. The salesperson cannot do this confirmation, and you see that this thing, this sales list have changed from red to green. It's now green because it has been confirmed. So there are many other features I can go on and on to explain. You can enter the supply, you can see all the debtors also, then customers to see your customers performance or their sales, or people that are owing, or the total thing that the person has bought from you. You can click to see that. Yeah. So which other, you can perform stock check. Stock check is if you want to update your stock to be like, to actually have the real values of what is available, because as you sell, there can be errors or mistakes. So you come here to update, like when you take your stock, this is the system quantity, and after measuring, let me say you measure and enter, you counted this vehicle bond, you saw that it was not it's no longer 45, it is 44. So you say that, sorry, it is 44. You say that divide that is -1. After doing for that, you click the save stock and it's save, and you update the stock with the real value that is in the store. So yeah, so another thing is you can add stores. So this account, for this user, this business owner has 3 stores in his business, and he can switch to any of the stores. So this is where he can switch to the stores. So he can switch to head office. So this is the account. So once you switch to the head office, you can see everything concerning the head office. And yeah, you can, okay, this is where you add the employee. So these are different employees that are available, and you can enter the employee's full name, email, and password. You create it for the person, and you assign the stores that you want the user or the employee to be managing. You can assign the stores. You can also come to stores. You can also come to stores. Yeah, stores, and click a store and see the number of so for this person we have 2 employees, and we have yeah, the employee and the owner. Yeah, so what again, then for recording the expenses, payroll, and this is the cash account. This is like how all the cash, like physical cash, is flowing in the shop. So this should be the available cash that is in the shop. So yeah, and yeah, I'm still as so what again. So if I should log in as one of the user or the employee, most of all these features you will not see it. The employee have their own, like they have their own restrictions or permissions to what they can do or see. So yeah, basically, so that's just it. This is just a brief. I don't want the video to be long. This is just a brief description of what this project is about, and this is the code base. It's a very simple project and very straightforward project that can help SMEs. Thank you.